Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com and welcome again to Angsbacka here in Sweden. I'm having a great time since I arrived here about 10 days ago. And the topic for this video is Angsbacka energy field. This is a vast topic. It has to do with energy and how we use it and how it manifests on this planet. So one of the things or the aspects of places like this one is the fact that there is a sustained spiritual healing energetic vibration that permeates everything: people, nature, the activities. Every action or every activity in life that we perform as human beings is always sponsored by a certain spirit. Suppose that you are in the business world and you decide to start a new business, a new venture. You launch a startup and you are an entrepreneur. You will notice that there is inspiration coming from within, right? You have almost like the muse of business. People come with great ideas, inspiration, they find the openings, and then they create something which is really successful. So you have the spirit of business. Then when you are in a family setting, and you're spending time with your children, taking them on holidays and so on, that's going to be the family spirit. It means that there are mindsets, ways of thinking, actions that you take which are being sponsored by that specific spirit. So if you keep on checking, you will notice that there is always a force behind any action. There's always something in the invisible happening. At least this is my experience. It's a real experience, an impression of entering into this constant dialogue with the forces of the invisible. So when you come to an ashram, a center, a spiritual center, where healing, invocation, spiritual work has been performed for years, a certain energy field is sustained through nature, through the buildings, through what has been created there. So when you come into that space, you enter into sacred ground. You can feel it, there is a pull. Your heart tells you that there is something right about this place, about this vibration. And not every ashram, not every spiritual center will succeed. So you will have sometimes a group of people, a community, somebody starts something, and then the place might be over commercialized, or there is a lack of respect of nature, or there is some, negative forces playing, maybe abuse of people's freedom, or there might be some behavior, something which blocks the flow and the energy and the evolution of those places. So getting it right, it's like taking a recipe, cooking a recipe and preparing this delicious meal. But for it to taste really well, you need to have certain key ingredients. And I feel that the key ingredients are harmonized or optimized in this place. There is always space for perfecting what already exists. But right now, the qualities that are being manifested here, the ingredients that have been put in this space, the love, the context, the organization, everything seems to be a good match, and it seems to work. And again, at least that's my experience. Why? Because this place is a non-profit, so it's a little bit like a church or a spiritual organization or something like that, but not in a religious sense. It means that this is really a place of exploration and testing and trying and with workshops that have to do a lot to do with energetics and healing and yoga and so on. So the thing which is very special about here, it is that when you are in the in the festivals, there is a space that opens up. It doesn't lock you in. It doesn't lock your freedom. It doesn't limit you. It opens space around you. So within that space, there is a clearing that happens, and then it allows you to access deeper layers of your consciousness. It allows you to have breakthroughs and realizations and maybe physical, energetic healing inside of you. It allows you to connect, to feel sustained and supported and connected with the people around you. So this energy field is something that is very specific and very particular to ashrams and spiritual centers and places where you have temples and things like that, because it's a spiritual impulse. And originally, this is really what this is about. And there is nothing weird or spooky about what I'm talking about. It's really something which is pure, direct evidence. So the place, I think, was started, 1996 or something like that. So it has been going on for a long period of time. It has been maturing like for 15 years. I've been to centers which are already more mature, where the organization is even more solid, where there are even more activities. But the direction in which Angsbacka is going right now, it's working really, really well. And if you consider coming here, I encourage you to definitely go and check it out. There is magic. It's a place of beauty and of high energy. Some people talk about, when they talk about this energy and this magic, they talk about the Buddha field. It's not a term that I use too much. For me, it's I call that the ashramic vibe or ashramic power. Ashram is simply a center of teaching, an energy center. So that's the term that I use, ashramic vibration. Yeah, it's good to be aware when you're around here and when you have the intention of coming that there is something really profound and magical and beautiful about everything that is happening up here. It's a great, profound privilege and great chance, to have places like this, which are playing a very specific role in human transformation and evolution. Lots of bliss to you. I love you. Bye-bye.